So, in my typical fashion, I am coming to you again somewhere kind of crazy. I am on a train, and I am going to San Jose to see my mother-in-law. But after that, I'm actually going to travel again. I'm going to Florida to see my mother. So, to continue the conversation about awareness, I thought I would do it again from the seat of my pants here on this wonderful Amtrak train. I'm here for like 3 hours, so there's nothing else to do. I think I'm actually filming myself. My hair is in the way. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. And since we are traveling, I figured I would talk about accommodations and adaptations that I use as a person who is blind and also as a person who has dwarfism. And some of them I think a blind person wouldn't think of, and also a little person might not think of, because not very many people have the same two conditions that I do. So, as a blind person, obviously, I use a cane, and I use my phone, really, for most things. For little people, they can drive, so that's not really an option for me. So I take a lot of Ubers, and one thing I have to be a little bit aware of with Ubers is the height of the vehicle. Because like SUVs and vans and things like that don't really work super well when you have short legs and you can't really just jump up into a truck. So that's one thing that I have to be mindful of as a blind person, that a little person wouldn't, and as a little person maybe something that a blind person wouldn't also. Kind of a unique thing for me. I use my phone for a lot of things. Like I said, I take Ubers. I use it for describing pictures, navigating, communicating. I use my phone for pretty much everything because I'm not able to see what's around. Another thing that I think some people don't always think of is that in somewhere like a hotel, there are door signs in Braille, but those door signs are way too high for me to be able to read. So that option for me is sort of out. The other thing I see a lot of people with dwarfism use is step stools. I do use them occasionally, but I try not to if I can help it, only because as a person who's blind, being up on something higher and not necessarily being aware of your left, right, and backward sides is sort of daunting. So I'm not really trying to... Yep, we're at the next train stop. Cool. I'm not really trying to put myself in a position where I'm going to fall on my butt. The one thing that I do like about both of my conditions is, as a blind person, I don't really need to worry about light at all. I don't really turn on the light. I don't really see...
Train 547, San Jose bound. You can enter through any open doorway, sorry.
That is very loud.
Yeah, if you get stuck down here, you're gonna have all your junk sitting here.
I don't really see the point of... Oh, hang on.
You'll be very annoyed.
There we go.
Even more than I'm annoying you right
just
now.
kidding. Oh my god. Cool, okay. I don't really see the point of wasting electricity if I'm not going to be able to see the light. So I just don't ever turn it on because I don't need it. I don't have any light perception or anything. So
last call for David.
She just keeps talking. So that's an advantage that I find kind of nice. And also, as a little person, it's easy to kind of squeeze into tight spaces. I can sleep.
Last call, the doors are closing.
She just keeps talking. I can sleep on a train or a plane because I don't need to worry about leg room. I can kind of slide under barriers or things like that most people would be too tall to go under. So, both of these conditions, I gotta say, have their advantages and also, of course, their disadvantages.
Hey folks, if you just joined us here at Davis, please find yourself a seat and have your ticket out ready for scanning. There's quite a few more people on that than we anticipated tonight, so we're gonna need to enforce that.
Somebody has something food-wise that smells really good.
Currently on the seats.
Oh, and they're gonna yell at me because I have a bag on the seat. Awesome.
Pick your stuff up and put it somewhere else. Thank you.
I'll do it later.
Our next stop in 14 minutes is Fairfield, Vacaville. Again, please have your tubes out and ready for scanning. Thank you.
Cool. Also, in terms of these travel things, for both both conditions, I think many people with disability will agree that there is a lot of incredible assistance at train stations and also airports. So we get kind of the VIP treatment in that they will always help us get to where we want to go, and they will always help us get to where we want to go quickly. So that is my sort of very randomly hodgepodge thrown together awareness video on adaptations and accommodations. As usual, if anyone has any questions, any comments, any thoughts, feel free to ask in the comments or on Facebook or however you might have access to writing me. Like, subscribe, hit the donate button if you want to. There's plenty of other topics I could cover if people want to know something specific, or if I think of something. This is Awareness Month all month, so we're going to keep the dialogue going. For now though, I'm going to stop rambling. It probably looks like I'm talking to myself, and I don't really care, but you know, whatever. And save my phone battery and probably pop on some Audible or some crap like that. And I will catch you on the next video. If I can figure out how to turn this thing off. There we go.